Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Channing Unitarian Universalist Church. Thank you for joining us today. I see a lot of unfamiliar faces to me, so welcome. We're glad that you joined us today, whoever you are, whatever your theological, spiritual, political, sexual, or racial orientation or gender identity, you are welcome to worship here and become a part of this community. Do we have any announcements this morning? Aaron?
I'd like to thank everybody for helping out with the fair yesterday. It was a great day. It was a lot of work. I just want to thank everybody from setting up tables, to moving furniture, to changing, to pricing things for the white elephant table, to putting stuff out on the white elephant table, bringing stuff in. Lots of donations, the raffles, and buying raffles and everything. There's a lot of work goes into it, and had a lot of help this year, so I really want to thank everybody that did any little thing. It was a lot of help, so thank you for that. We have exciting news about the total. We have not completed it because we have some expenses to take out, and we also have some raffles still going on. So if you want to raffle, come see me after the service or at the stroll this weekend. We made about $2,000, which is pretty good. That's very high on the end of the budget, so that's good. But yeah, we still have some expenses, and we have raffles going on for the lottery tickets and the gift cards and so we want to come see me after that. And which leads me to the stroll, which is this Saturday from 3 to 6. We'll be there. The fireplace, we've got chili and shower and everything. So thank you all. It was a lot of help.
Just a heads up about next week's service. We're going to meet here in the sanctuary. We'll have a quick opening. We have to light the first candle of Advent. Yes, we're that close to the holidays. And then make sure you dress warm and to work, because after we light everything, we'll quickly extinguish it, so we don't leave any open flames, and we're going to clean up on Union Street around from the stroll as part of our community service. Any other announcements? Susan?
We will be hanging greens during coffee hour today.
Okay. Then I will turn the pulpit over to Mike Helby, who will be delivering our opening words.
Good morning, everybody. Those of you who haven't seen me wear a tie before, I've worn a tie in 15 years, but I thought I should wear my happy tie today because it's Thanksgiving. We've got some things to be happy about. Being it's Thanksgiving, our Thanksgiving service, I want to focus a little bit on what are we thankful for. There's so many negative things that are going on in the world, and it's easy to get caught up in the negativity, and the more we do that, it has a power of its own, and kind of drags us down the rabbit hole, and we get stuck in that. But I think it's time to look at the glass being half full and see what are the positives, what are the things that we have to be thankful for. And I know for myself, I'm thankful every day that I just have a nice warm place to live. I have food on the table every day. I have friends. I have this lovely community here of people that are I consider my good friends, and so many things that I am grateful for. So I want to take a little time and just focus on that. I want to read you something by Laura Orton Ludwig. It's For What Shall We Give Thanks? The wheel of the year has turned again. Once more the Thanksgiving season has arrived. How shall we sing our song of gratitude now? For what shall we give thanks? For this moment, for friends near and far, for our breath, for love, for courage and clarity, for strength, for delight, for laughter, for beauty, for the tables round which we gather, for the food we enjoy with friends, seasoned with love and memory. For the sun and moon and stars in the sky, for the trees who have seen so much and still stand proud, stretching themselves to the sky. For the bright voices of children and little children walking up and down the aisles. For the wisdom of elders, for actions that bless the world, for hard work that makes a difference, for music and art and celebration, for generosity, compassion, endurance, joy, and hope. For all these things we give thanks as we worship together.
Please stand as you're willing and able for the lighting of our chalice.
We gather here today to share and give the words gotten in your order of service.
You can follow along.
We gather here today to share and give thanks, to tell stories and break bread and be together in holy communion. We light our chalice this morning in the spirit of thanksgiving with love, hope, and generosity of spirit. Grateful for this blessed opportunity to be together.
And if all the kids want to come up to the front, we're going to do our opening hymn. Hold up. Oh, I'm sorry, the affirmation. Let's affirm too.
Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, and to serve humanity to share pleasure. Grant that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God.
All right, now let's get our children's rhythm choir. For our opening hymn, it's going to be highly participatory. You all want to? All right, let's see. I got a box of stuff, shakers and things that you hit, but not each other, right? Dottie, need your help? One of the things that we do, if you're not familiar with Unitarian Universalist service, is that as a community, we share our joys and concerns with each other so that we can celebrate together and so we can commiserate and heal together as a community. So if anyone has a joy or concern to share, okay, watch, but real space. So if you would like to share a joy or concern, just raise your hand, school style, and try to call on you, and you can speak up as loud as you can so that I can hear, and then I'll, if everyone else can't hear, I'll make sure I share it so that everyone can hear too. We'll light a candle for your joy or your concern. So, Mike?
I just have a joy for having all the kids here this morning. Great to see them.
Yeah, come on this way. Because she's not gonna be able to reach all the candles. Alright. Denise.
Concern for my mother has been very ill this week.
Both the joy and the sadness. I'm no longer dog sitting, so the house is a lot quieter. Outside the house is a lot quieter.
We will miss Cassie. Wait, after this. Yes? Saoirse? Saoirse, I'm sorry.
I'd like to tell you great information I have.
Eliza, did you have one too? What do you want to share? Okay. Yes.
My name is Becky, and I'm visiting from the Dover Sherman area of the UAC Church.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say again, and see what you're saying, how wonderful it is to see so many different in your congregation, and also sort of a thought for folks who don't have this kind of community to come to, especially during this hard time. Those of us who are expensive.
Yes.
I got fried chicken. It was really healthy and cute. When I got chicken steak or little bowl, I had it for breakfast. It was very tasty. It was very good chicken. And very fun.
Aaron?
I have a couple of goods. Today is Auntie Gabby's birthday, so hopefully she can celebrate at home, resting for a little bit. And also, her daughter and one of her grandsons are coming out today to visit Ruby, Texas, so we'll be able to spend some time with family at home.
Eva? Any others? All right. I'm gonna light one more for all those joys and concerns that we carry with us. May not be ready to share yet, or maybe not even now.
So I have a little story I'd like to share with you. Some of you know that I have a dog and I love her dearly. I love most animals. And this is a story about a family of dogs. Once there was a family of dogs, and like many dog families, there were dogs that had wandered off the street, and dogs with fine pedigrees, and dogs from the shelter, and dogs who had been born into the family. They ran together, they played together, they tumbled together in great furry masses and tails and snouts and paws. They loved each other very much, even if sometimes they growled at one another. Even if sometimes they worried about enough biscuits from the tin on the counter. Even if some dog didn't feel good and snapped at another dog, they loved each other very much. Each night as the moon rose, the family of dogs went outside and sat in a great circle on the soft grass and watched the moon rise and looked into each other's eyes and wagged their tails. It was a doggy thing to do. Then when the moon was a dog's tail above the horizon, the eldest dog would bay loudly at the moon. What do you think that dog was baying about? The eldest dog was telling the other dogs and the moon and the whole world what he was thinking. He was saying, thank you for this day, the running and the jumping. Thank you for the biscuits and the tasty treats. Thank you for the little brown dog nudging the ball my way. Thanks for being able to sing, and thanks for this and everything. When the youngest dog would point her nose to the moon and begin to bay, she was saying, thank you, wonderful sun, that warms my back. And thank you, fragrant flowers, so sweet. Thank you, pack of dogs, for wiggly dances. And thanks for the ringing ice cream drop. Thanks for this and for all of my luck. Then one dog after another would join the baying, saying their thanks until they were singing together and to the moon. But they saved the best for last and they howled together. Thank you, mother, and thank you, father. Thank you, sister, and thank you, brother. Thank you, neighbor, and thank you, friend. Thank you, stranger, and thank you, world. We share our thanks for every being, whether near or far, no matter who, no matter where, no matter what you are. Thanks. They did this no matter what the weather, no matter how many or how few of the family was home, and no matter how they felt. The dog family gathered together each and every year to greet the moon and to share their thanks.
We'll now be singing hymn number 123, entitled Great Hymnal, Spirit of Life. You can remain seated for this one. now at this time, we will take a collection to support this church and its many services, this town, and community. Please stand as you're willing and able for the dedication of gifts. You find the words in your insert for service.
This poem is called When Giving is All We Have by Alberto Rios. And what he writes about this poem I wanted to share is, this is a poem of thanks to those who live lives of service, which I think includes all of us, from a large measure to the smallest gesture, from caregiving to volunteerism to being an audience member or a reader. I've been able to offer these words to many groups, not only as a poem, but also as a recognition. We give for so many reasons and are bettered by it. When giving is all we have. One river gives its journey to the next. We give because somebody gave to us. We give because nobody gave to us. We give because giving has changed us. We give because giving could have changed us. We have been better for it. We have been wounded by it. Giving has many faces. It is loud and quiet, big though small, diamond and wood nails. Its story is old, the plot worn and pages too, but we read this book anyway, over and again. You gave me blue, and I gave you yellow. Together we are simple green. You gave me what you did not have, and I gave you what I had to give. Together we made something greater from the difference.
Before we start our Thanksgiving communion, I want to read a little bit about what communion means. The definition of communion is an act or instance of sharing. Some Christian religions are well known to have Holy Communion. In Holy Communion, each person receives a wafer and either wine or juice as a symbol for the connection they share with Jesus. Unitarian Universalist congregations do not have a Holy Communion, but many celebrate other types of communion rituals. The most common ones are flower communion, water communion, and bread communion. So, like other religions, These worship services symbolize sharing, a connection, and how important it is to us. Our children are going to pass out homemade cornbread and farm-fresh apple cider, and we can do that now, but I ask for everyone to wait until everybody gets some. Can all the kids go to the back and start handing it out? Yeah, don't forget me. Everybody have some? All right, cheers. That was sweet. So I want to ask, why do people share? Well, because the world works better when we do. Sharing happens every day at Channing Church. Someone brings baked goods, someone sets up tables and chairs, someone cleans up. I can go on forever. There's another kind of sharing which is harder to see. Teaching someone how to do something, or letting someone teach you. Listening to a person's wishes or fears, hopes and dreams. We share more than just food and furniture, even though that stuff's really good too. We're sharing ourselves. While we share this Thanksgiving communion, I would like everyone to look around the room. The world is a crazy place right now, but I want us to be reminded that we still have plenty to be thankful for. The love in this room being one of them. From the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful to every one of you. Oh, that's it for Saturday. When it's time to leave the sanctuary, I ask the children to collect all of the trash and cups in the back on our way out, and we're going to start our all ages craft. So let me give a little example of explanation. I would love to see every adult sitting next to a child to the best of our ability. I think we've got pretty good ratio. Everyone is going to get a piece of paper and work together, tracing each other's hands. I would like everyone to write something you're thankful for on every finger. The kids will need some help with that. This is an opportunity to bridge the gap and get to know someone you maybe not have spoken to yet. These kids have a lot to say, and the adults have many stories to share. When we're all done, we're going to cut out the hands and decorate our poster board outside of the kitchen for it to be on display. And I think this will be a lot of fun getting together. I'm excited.
The extinguishing of the chalice. We're finding the we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community,
or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together. You can start making your way towards our Collins Hall for our all ages craft. Please bring your cup and doily with you for disposal.